DanganRonpa.
DanganRonpa 3 Future Episode 11 is here, and all I can say is end already, end! And your host, Omega Baldwin here, bringing you yet another review. There is a lot to talk about in this episode, as we get near the end of the series. More stuff is becoming known to us, so why don't we get right into this one? The episode begins with a flashback to the ending of DanganRonpa 1, as the survivors are leaving the school after defeating Junko. While this is happening, Future Foundation is watching and sending a rescue team to the location to help the survivors. Munakata is angry, as this confirms that Junko was behind them, but if you remember, he did not investigate her more due to Yuzo and Shisa. Really interesting scene, as you can see this part Shisa working her magic. I do have an issue with this flashback, as it kinda contradicts Ultra Spell Girls, because in the game, Toko tells Komaru that after they left the school, they spent some time outside surviving, but that is not the case here, as the rescue team was already there, so I guess Kodaka reckoned that. Now, getting back to the Future Foundation, the episode continues where the last one ended, with Asahina ready to say who is the killer. It turns out that the monitor theory is true, as everyone's staff was killed by themselves after watching the Despair anime in the monitor. Nagi gets the idea to test this out by asking Munakata to restrain him with rope and leaves him in front of a monitor. The ropes are to stop him from killing himself. If it works, this would make them win the killing game, a killing game that was set up pretty much impossible to win, if you really think about it. It happens as they predicted. They go to sleep, but Naegi, being the nearest to a monitor, wakes up to a Monokuma. Here we find out something that some people were predicting, and that is Monokuma is a recording. Nobody is playing him, as the Monokuma does not react to Naegi. This explains why we barely see him in the anime. This is because nobody is playing him this time around. Funny thing is that the Despair video is the Monokuma theater from the game. As Naegi watches it, he falls into what I call a Despair nightmare. This here is a cool scene, as we get to see again all the dead characters from DanganRonpa 1, including Kyoko. Really strong scene. We get to see the two girls that Naegi has liked the most, as he is confronted by Sayaka and Kyoko. Not only them, but the other dead characters are there, like Fujisaki, Mondo, and others. The whole thing is fucking up his mind, as they try to get him to kill himself, giving him survival guilt, etc. We find out where the Monokuma knife comes from. It turns out they are hiding inside the monitors. So when you get brainwashed, it opens up, giving you the knife, so you can kill yourself. Now, there's something I have to point out here, as I'm sure someone will comment about it. But there was someone missing from the dead students. Of course, I'm talking about Mukuro. She was not there. I'm sure no one is surprised by this. After all, she was pure evil. Now, as Naegi is about to kill himself, Yuzo appears and stops him. Yeah, it seems he really was still alive, but at this point, he's a walking corpse. So yeah, Kyoko fans, the person that was alive is him. So that's another nail to the coffin of Kyoko being alive. I will be real with you, at this point on how much they had used her dead, it would be really bad if she was alive, so yeah, she really is dead. Thanks to Yuzo, Naegi is able to break free from the mind control. The two of them talk and stuff. Naegi asks how is he still awake, and we find out that he cut his hand off to remove the bracelet. He did this to find out who the killer is, but it turns out there was no point, as the murders are actually suicides. We even get a flashback of them doing it. It's really messed up, especially Gosu stabbing his own eyes out. Now, Naegi asks Yuzo to help him take down the monitors, but Yuzo says he does not want to team up with him. Here he said that ever since Naegi destroyed the Despair, he had wanted to kill him because I guess he wanted to kill her. So yeah, he leaves looking really bad, and he will probably die soon from all the blood loss. Now, Naegi reunites with the others, and they begin to discuss what's happening. Here Munakata comes to a conclusion that the only possible person beside him to be able to get access to this place would be Tengan. So yes, he thinks that somehow Tengan could be the mastermind, but he's dead. As they are talking, the power to the building begins to turn off. It seems someone is turning off the whole place. Munakata thinks that it has to be Yuzo. First, he doesn't want to go, but Naegi convinces him to go. You know, to try to make up with his friend, but he gets there too late as Yuzo is already dead. Munokata laments himself because he said that he always makes it late. And if you think about it, it's true. He was late for his love Chisa and also late for his friend Juso. You know, the Munakata crew got a shitty deal in this anime. They are really tragic. So Juso is dead, but his action in turning off the power helps, as the monitors won't turn on, and for some reason the bracelets are also off. In the end, Juso died trying to make things right, and that's something not many people get to do, so good for him. I'm still mad for what he did in this pair, but I look at him in a more favorable light now. Also, too bad Kyoko did not investigate the fake exit. Meanwhile, outside the building, more helicopters are showing up, and it seems they are trying to get Togami out. I guess we have to wait to the last episode to see him. The anime ends with Naegi asking Mitarai if he knows anything about the brainwashing anime. Mitarai goes in the defensive, saying that Junko Enoshima took his anime from him. Asahina gets mad and seems to want clear answers, but here is where it gets interesting, as Mitarai gets a message on his phone and it's no other than Tengan sending him a message, it seems, and the anime ends on that. Well, it was an interesting episode. We get to learn how the whole killing game thing works and even who is the possible mastermind. I personally don't think Tengan is alive, after all Wisa Munakata killed him. What I think happened was that he was working with the mastermind. Tengan was the most suspicious character, that's why I never could think of him as a mastermind. It was too obvious that the shady old man was evil, so I think it's someone using his phone to contact Mitarai for some reason. With one episode left, I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen, and how this whole mess is going to end. I think we can finally be sure that Kyoko is dead. After all, they had used her death big time, and it would look bad if she was still alive. To that also add that we have no idea where Izuru is going. Anyway, this is why I'm giving DanganRonpa 3, this pair, episode 11, a 4 out of 5. Tengan! So, have you guys seen this episode? If so, tell me in the comments below. Also remember to leave a like and check out my Patreon. This is Omega Bowen, see you guys next time. Bye!